Well, deer season's over for us, and I thought, you know, we've killed a few bucks this year, and we usually have somebody else to do our skull mounts. So, you know, I was thinking, you know, why not let's just try this ourselves. You know, we either have somebody else to do our skull mounts, or I'll just throw them out in the yard and just let the skin rot off of them and do it just, I guess you call it the old-fashioned way. You just throw it out there and eventually it turns to a skull. You know, all the bugs and critters eat the hide and the meat off of it. And I've got, since this is my first time doing it, I've got a buck. He looks terrible. I killed him year before last, and I threw him out there, and as you can tell, the skin is still on there. It's kind of like jerky, it's hardened, but hey, this would be a great buck to try to do this ourselves for the first time. I've got 5 more over here that I need to get done, but this would be a great practice skull to do. So what I did is went, and I've got this salon care stuff here. This has got 40% volume hydroperoxide in it. So this stuff they use whenever they dye people's hair, like if you're going to dye your hair like really blonde or something, or you needed a light color so that you can add a different color into it to make it look right. This stuff you go to like a salon care place. We went over to Paris, Texas and got this. It was about $15 and something for a gallon of it. So we're going to be using this, and you're going to need a sharp knife to do this. Everything I've read and the videos I've watched, they say you need a good sharp knife. So this has got a razor blade in the end of it, and I've just got a pair of needle nose pliers here to reach in and grab stuff and pull it out. I've got my water boiling over here. What I did was I've got a fish cooker, and I took that fish cooker and filled it up with I filled the pan up with water. I've got it on, it's boiling, or it's not boiling, but it's getting there. I've got it going. Once it gets warm, you know, we'll be able to dip the skull down in it. But the first thing that you want to do with these, which people usually stick these in the freezer, and then when they get ready for them, they'll thaw them out and then cut that off. But since this deer, you know, I killed it, it's been over a year since I killed this deer, and it's been out in the yard, and you know, it just didn't do nothing. The hair and everything on this thing is dried up. This is going to be like cutting jerky. I mean, this thing is just disgusting. So the first thing I'm going to do is get all the meat and the hair and all that stuff and get it all cleaned off the best that I can, and then I'm going to stick it in the water and I'm going to boil it first. So let's go ahead and do that while we wait for our water to boil. Yeah, that stuff is really on there. Yeah, this is going to be nasty and messy. But I have this sharp knife here, so we'll get it all cleaned off of there best we can. I'm starting at the nose here. Now remember, people, I've never done this before, but we're going to do it. I don't want to scratch up the bone or anything, so I'm trying to be easy with it. Did a couple of these things, get them ready. I've got the water boiling. I'm gonna stick them in the water, and get them boiling, try to finish them up. Okay, so what we've got is the first buck I've done. We're going to stick him in there, and we don't want the antlers to get in this. The only thing I did was when I put this in here, this lawn care stuff, when I put it in here, I just topped it off with water. So I've set it in here. My antlers are not touching this, so I'm going to use a spoon. Let me get you a little closer here. As you can see, the antlers are sitting in there. They're not touching this. So let me see if I can get it in there just a little bit more. I don't want to add, well, I can add just a little bit more water to it. Probably right there is all I'm going to do. The water's warm. It doesn't have to be boiling, but I'm just going to take the spoon from time to time. I'm going to take it and I'm going to pour it between here. Try not to get it on my antlers. I've got this spray bottle full of water. Get it to work. Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to spray my antlers down with water because I did get some of that on there, so I don't want to stain or to whiten my antlers. So it is not, the water's not boiling, but it don't have to be. Well, it shouldn't have to be, so I don't want my antlers in the water at all. Not even a little bit. And we're just going to let that sit until it whitens. Well, it got dark on me the other night whenever I was trying to finish up on these. I had to go to work. I mean, it's been a few weeks ago since I first started this video, but I did finish up with what I needed to do. So once I got them boiled, I took some Elmer glue and I took a paintbrush and I just painted the skulls. What I did, I made sure and painted on just a light coat, and what I did was these cracks here, all these little cracks, I got the glue down in these cracks, and the only reason I did that was just to make it just more sturdier, kind of strengthen them a little bit. This one, This one I haven't done yet, but I will. But this one, this is what it looks like when it gets done. You don't have to do the glue, but I think these skulls turned out really well. Now, only thing I need to do is make a plaque. If you want to, I'm gonna try to make a plaque for these and put them up on the wall somewhere. They turned out extremely well, I think. And now I've just got about 4 more I need to get done and get them hung up, and that's all it takes. First, you gotta clean them. Then you cook them. I cooked them for, I don't know, probably 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours a piece, and all the meat came off of them. I've watched a couple other people do it. They boiled them for 4 and 5 hours, but these I didn't have to do that, because, and I think it comes down to whatever pressure washer you're using. The one I'm using is 2800 psi, and I mean, it just peeled it right off. Whatever was left on these peeled them right off of it. So these things turned out excellent. They're just takes a little bit of time is all. I spent probably a half a day on these, so you'll need a little bit of time if you do this. And now the only thing there is to do is just to get them hung up. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, click down below, subscribe to our channel. You guys have a great day. We'll have more how-to videos to come. We're out of here.